Hello. Be aware, be alert and stay safe. That pretty much sums up what this program's all about, really. Being aware means having a proper understanding of all the hazards involved. Being alert means paying attention to everything that's going on around you all the time. And staying safe, well, that means not getting hurt. And we truly believe that all accidents can be avoided. Key to understanding those hazards means having a proper system of risk assessment in place, and that's where we're going to start. For regular jobs, a risk assessment will already have been done by your employer and recorded. Your employer will have identified any special precautions that need to be taken and any personal protective equipment needed. These precautions or control measures will be explained to you before you're allowed to carry out any operation, and the good employer will always take note of what you, the worker, has to say about the safety of the job. Before starting any task, you should also carry out a dynamic or informal risk assessment to make sure that you are satisfied that you can do the job safely. We're going to go through the complete galvanizing process step by step, pointing out the potential hazards and showing you the industry's best practice. So here is the complete process. We're going to start with unloading incoming steel. When a vehicle arrives, the driver will be directed to the offloading area and the site rules will be explained to him. A feature of the galvanizing industry is the wide variety of shapes, sizes and weights of fabrications that we have to handle. And although your company will work with its customers to ensure that loads are safely loaded before dispatch, be prepared for items which might move unexpectedly as you start to unload them. See what I mean? So before you start, you should visually examine the load to make sure that it's not going to move. And if you think there's a chance that it could, you should discuss it with your supervisor and agree a safe way to proceed. You must stand in a safe place and also make sure that everyone around you is clear of danger arising from the load, the forklift truck, the crane or other source. This is especially important when 2 or more of you are working as a team. You must work from ground level if at all possible. Where this is not possible, you should agree a safe method of unloading with your supervisor. Most companies offload by forklift truck, and they may only be operated by personnel who have been trained and authorized to drive them. And they may only drive the specific type of truck and any attachments for which they have been authorized. For example, just because a driver has been trained on an ordinary fork truck, this doesn't qualify him to use fork extensions. You must take care that there's adequate room around the vehicle for the fork truck to operate. Unloading may be carried out by gantry or floor-mounted cranes. If it's necessary for you to gain access to the vehicle, you must only do so using proper access equipment. A certain amount of manual handling may also take place, but this should be avoided unless absolutely necessary. There should be safety signs at your place of work to warn you where cranes and fork trucks operate, and of course, pedestrians and vehicles should always be kept apart wherever possible. Good housekeeping is essential in the storage area. Cluttered, disorganized yards and blocked aisles are a potential hazard for cranes, forklifts and pedestrians. Personal protective equipment, or PPE, plays an important part in protecting you from injury when things happen unexpectedly. The basic PPE includes safety boots with steel toe caps and instep protection, a protective overall, protective gloves, a high-vis jacket or vest, eye protection, a hard hat, and in most companies you'll also be required to wear hearing protection.